what I was working 30 years ago, which is very important, was for me in this planet. I was feeling so many different type of problem, and problem was around me, which is I am seeing that very important message was only not hydrocarbons, not only which is the human made, lots of different type of energy. And I was also not happy what I know from the school and what I know everything what's going on around me. It was something which is not correct for me. It was always something was missing, and this missing has given to me some feeling, and I have to do something which is very close friends are very close people was very unbalanced. That means they was having lots of different problem, lots of different effect, and also people was suffering from different type of energy. And also I was involved with some kind of which is silent, and this silent was like I was not total agree in the what I was learning, what I know, and what was around me. It was not correct, and also I am felt it also so many manipulation was around, and many things it was not understood from my feeling. So, and I had the feeling I have to search something, I have to go, I have to manage, I have to do something. And then when I discovered these formulations, after that I felt it very important. This has to be research. This has to be contact to the world, and immediately I already give my information very close friends or far away people, lots of connections. I try to express my feeling with lots of different scientists and another, which is what I was respecting, like a teacher, like another people. It was not respond. And also I was really conscious, and I was really also very excited what I was trying to do, just to manage something which is what I know, what I learn. This is not possible. I had the feeling that could be possible, that could be something different. And that moment when I was experiencing with my totally with the feeling and totally what unknown things, and just contact with again and again without any kind of delay many different people to be asking the questioning, and then what could be done and not, but again they never understood what I was saying. And then I have to have that one option, just to manage one institute and private institute, and to bring the who can really understand with me, who can go, who can be research. And we started with group of friends, which is some of us scientists, doctors, and all these things from worldwide. So after I was giving to them different type of formulations to be researched, and everybody who was researching, then they came with very positive result, and I collect that all result, and then I bring that another professional, and then we made it already together some beautiful research, which is we understood that could be really affect what we wanted that moment. So that was first effect was directly how we can do against the cholesterol, against for the fattening, against for many type of hydrocarbon bonds and everything. And with this, what effect was from hydrocarbon, what we could do, the immediately to make the result, when is the all kind of toxicity can be eliminated for the non-toxic compounds. So, and also I was working with some of them government, some of this with the breaking oil and all kind of things. Later on they brought to me, I have lots of different experience with even US government or many different governments as lots of problem what they have, and I start immediately bringing solutions. And then I met uncountable scientists in this planet, uncountable doctors. I was giving lots of lecture, lots of conference, lots of seminars for the doctors. I don't know how many. I don't know the numbers. What happened was, only just I was trying to make, and I was giving that time so much as they can experiences the water, and they had beautiful result. And many years, maybe more than 20 years, I have excellent result from many. And then they said to me, I have to do as commercialize this water as a drinking water, as a all kind of industrial use and all these things. Even I was not a cleaning technology person as a detergent way, but I create as cleaning systems 63 products, which is exactly designed for each drop is also clean that the planet, which is very important that I got already from license from European Union, which all the products I would like to express, which is the the idle solutions, which is 1983. I came on, which is the very important time was actually for the what we are very much excited about for the oil. And with this oil, the planet was very excited, and this oil was energy for the transport, for the telecommunication, for many things. That, of course, after oil, which is all the contamination started in this planet, what happened was, first, when we use that, the oil, and the planet has, first the water was very much toxic, and then soil was also toxicated, and also air. And United Nations first habitat was immediately take the actions saying that we have right now big huge problem because from the hydrocarbon, which is the hydrocarbon made in the atmosphere, big huge pollutions, and up to ozone layer, he's break down the ozone layer. And also biggest oceans are became very polluted, and also the sea and river, and today we saw already underground water. What happened was, of course, all the scientists was trying to do something which is against for this kind of pollutions. And in United States, 1987, it was one big discovery for the oil. And with this discovery, the people was always using that, the oil, only 500 million people. 500 million people was used the oil, but that was, in the beginning was not much pollution. Later on, around 100 years later, we are already saw that India, China, and all this Asia and all the Europe start to use that oil. And with this biggest huge amount oil use for the planet, and today we have very huge problem from the toxicity. And what happened was, everything was very great in beginning, and we didn't know that hydrocarbon will be so much incredibly problem for the planet. That moment is, of course, 1983. I was creating the formula, which is the breakdowning all the hydrocarbon bonds into bionutrients, which is oil will be from toxic materials and the non-toxic materials. And I was conducting all this research with many different scientists for searching first at how we can clean the water and air and soil. And also we have to be safe from the toxic waste, which is the garbage dump, and everything for the toxic waste will be eliminated. Also that will be methane activity will be not anymore in the planet, because all these pollutions come from the petrochemical will be eliminated with which is I done 1983 with these formulations. What happened is, of course, many years after, people, when I was expressing about the technology first in the US and other countries, and also in Europe I was explaining the worldwide. I am being invited many governments, I don't know how many, maybe hundreds governments. So I was invited and I was giving the all different type of demonstration and explanations. Of course, it was not only just explanation, I was making the solution for the people. And I was meeting with many scientists, many government people, and also for the Orient and private sectors too. And finally, 10 years ago, this action was stopped because that everybody understood this really our world, our planet is really wounded, and our planet is, everybody understood our planet has really very polluted. And basically scientists and mainly the agricultural people and for private sector says we have now that very big trouble and we can do immediate action. And second habitat was in Istanbul. I was giving the demonstration in second habitat, and I was giving the hope and I was giving the information 1996. What happened is after that all these years I was trying to myself to demonstrate, to be teaching the people worldwide to make the solution. This is the today what we can do really. We have to do just the right now with this kind of solutions we can do all kind of water will be clean, all kind of toxic waste will be eliminated, and we can just with the systems we can use that this technology, all kind of toxic waste will be non-toxic compounds, and also air will be purifying with the systems, and soil will be desert soil, and all these things will be balanced, and we can make the green yard again. Against the fire, I developed the systems also for all these formulations, which is the creating excellent opportunity flame safe, which is we can just I can little explain about this because I already invented formula to break down from the oxygen, carbon and hydrogens. I was blocking that carbons and oxygen cannot export for the hydrogen. Hydrogen is the flame. So hydrogen can get only that when the heat is there and hydrogen is activate. Hydrogen cannot activate if there is no heat. And also when there is no flame, oxygen cannot affect. That way, we already eliminate. I was separated oxygen from the carbon, carbon from the hydrogen, encapsulated and making the film top of the carbon, surrounding and encapsulating him to make any flame, and also oxygen cannot affect anymore and help not for the hydrogen. This way there is no anymore flame. That means is we can save every material, and we can just flame safe for many things. And also in the same time, fire extinguisher is amazingly using that just very little water, and with all kind of different alpha, Charlie, and different type of fire problems. And also same time, what I was creating is wireless technologies, which is very important, that using that not the wire and using the just the water. And this time we have so beautiful hope. We can just return and recycle all kind of water, which is the underground water is already very polluted, and rivers are very polluted, and seas are very polluted, and sites are very polluted, like what happened is Gulf of Mexico. Which is very important for us was how we can do with this kind of water the moment there is no solution beside what we are right now for the offering to the world. Important matter is we are now that ready, and with all the systems we can make all kind of polluted water to be usable again and again and again, without chlorine, without any kind of any other chemical in it. So this way we can have the hope to be cure all the water. And also for the desert soil will be totally balanced for the Greenland again. And same time, which is I am working very hard for the air pollution, CO2. For the worldwide, even the highest pollutions come from the active carbons. Even active carbons pollution will be eliminated, and I make it totally all the active carbon to the free gases. So this is very important for elements will be balanced again, and this technology and these systems, I am sure that I am very much happy to be offered the planet these missions to make this planet restoring again, and also that will be beautiful hope for many people. They can have a economically a job, and they can just do everything in the missions, and we can have a beautiful future, and we can just give for our children's and for our nations. I mean, for all the civilizations, again, with very clear and very clean world. So what we can manage with this, all the systems is ready for the planet, and I am just, the giving this information, not only Orient, I am giving this information for all over the world leaders and scientists, for everything, which is that that they can have this as a use, and they can have a solutions. That's why very important for us the moment we have to have connect together. We have to collect each other what we done. I am very extremely respect what they done until now. Lots of scientists, lots of people, also Orient, also chemistry's life, and physicians, and everything what they done until now, trying to be making better world, and trying to be a better life for the all living things. And the moment is I created lots of productions These all the products is for the human, for the animal, for the all kind of four elements, and also the moment for the health. Even for the health, we have already managed with the water, and they can be balanced and they can be cured themselves. I believe there is no illness, no sickness. The human can be very, very healthy living, and also without any kind of trouble. And what I try to do right now to show you all kind of this experiment to bring the beautiful happiness and not afraid from any kind of for example from the electricity or from fire, from water intoxications, and so, because we have all solution what we have now, that all what I show you. And then same time I believe that when we are getting together, when we have this technology and 5,000 people in this planet, when we work together, I believe that 5,000 each country, when we have together, and we can clean this planet in 2 years. I was always that asked, and I was always that invited the people just who has disaster, who has that trouble, who has the very big, huge environmental crisis. Then I went there for the fire, for the water, for like a tsunami, like another, and I was helping the people. But with this technology, we don't need to go only for the disaster time. We just in normal time, we can manage everything greatly, and I am ready to help for every type of human being in this planet to make this possibility, to make this beautiful hope to be to clean the planet. So what I am trying really from my heart to make this mission has to be completed, and we are only one. Just our planet is only one. We are the oneness, and we are not separate, which is the all kind of pollution came from separations. What I am trying to do to make this beautiful planet to be pure again, to be beautiful like before the originality again. So what I try to do, help